Hi there. While wandering around on YouTube, I run into this video and there is one part in it took my attention.
Yes, kind of.
Find us next year.
Find us. No, don't find us.
Find us next year
No.
online.
There you go.
We'll talk about Railjack more next year, 2026.
And as a Railjack enjoyer, I am excited to see what they cook up. Despite the terrible launch that tarnished the game mode for lots of people till this day, Railjack is a game mode that have a lot of potential, and it feel like a right evolution Warframe evolve into. We are, after all, operating in space. There is a lot DE could do with Railjack, at least it looked that way from perspective of an space sim player. And mention of space, do you know what about space in Warframe? The logistics is terrible. Well, how I know that, you ask? Well, just listen to the radio in the orbiter. Beside the Nightwave you can listen to travelers. Rail agents appears to be stopped by an interplanetary blockade. You see, the origin system is locked in perpetual conflict. So trading and moving goods around is very hard. And even harder if you not belong to one of the two main faction. This create an environment for smuggler, privateer to thrive. Because if there is demand then the supply must flow. And because the Tenno are the only one that could use the solar rail to bypass blockades or, well, just straight up cut our way through it, that make the Tenno the best privateer in the origin system. So it not far-fetched that we could do some delivery for the common colonist. Logistics, supply run and trading are the most common mission type in space sims, and this type of mission should fit right in Warframe world building. Supply delivery can be as simple as pick up the supply and move to the designate delivery location. The action is usually things that happen on the way to that location. You would have thought, if we can use the solar rail to skip through space, then how could we have any fights or encounters on the way? Well, game like Everspace 2 also use a very similar instance system with Warframe, and we have enemy and event encounter just fine. No matter if it's in random instance or free roam areas connected together like X4 and Star Sector, or both. In the case of Everspace 2, as long as that area is big enough, you will have plenty of space to throw in a surprise or two at the player on their way to do their mission. Trading is similar to supply run, but instead of get items from quest giver and deliver it, you took resources from your own pocket and sell it in the market that have more demand. Like the system in Star Sector, this could act like another resources sink that level up factions rep beside the classic bounty system. Mention of factions. Factions conflict is a staple gameplay elements in most space sim. We of course have factions conflict in Warframe, but it mostly in the background. We only ever see factions fight each other in the invasion alert. Outside of that they rarely interact with each other at all. The most factions fight interaction outside of invasion is everyone shoot at the infested, or the Tenno. Players themselves drop in a mission. In Space Sim each faction will have an area of space territory that they control, kind of like a village, and will react to you depend on your standing with them. They will open to trade, or even allow you to access exclusive stocks if you have high standing with them, and hostile if your standing is negative. Factions also interact with each other. Fleets of hostiles factions will engage in combat if they run into each other, and when war really broke out they will send armada to blockade, wreak havoc, or even send massive invade fleets to take over other faction territory. If Warframe can implement this into the game, it will make the factions interaction more immersive, and it's an opportunity to expand the syndicate system interaction with players and each other, because the most interaction with the syndicate we have outside of shops right now is, they set an Eximus squad on you randomly in mission if you're not on their side. Instead of that, maybe they third-party us while we in Railjack mission with their hunter-killer fleet. An opposite syndicate fleet fight each other randomly in mission, and you can choose to side with one of them for reward and standing. The same can be do for our two main faction as well. It just like invasion, but in space, and hopefully, more loots. Another system maybe could fit for Railjack, believe or not, is romance. Bring that Mass Effect into Warframe. We already have the crewmate, and it a chance to add more syndicate and background universe lore through crewmate love interest. Well, that all the idea I have for Railjack. Of course DE might come up with something completely different, but talking about it is fun, and who knows, it may give DE some idea.